Hey guys, how's it going? Ghosty Rich here. So today we're going to be working on the Chevy Express 2011. I'll be showing you how we can quickly disassemble the dash and of course how to wire up the pack module you're going to need, plug in the antenna adapters, plus on top of that I'm going to be wiring in a power pack made by Alpine. This basically is so if you're adding extra speakers, it gives you 45 watts RMS to your speakers instead of the crappy 16 from any aftermarket deck you're going to buy. Plus, we'll be hooking up the CDIH 202 for the Pioneer app radio. We didn't need a CD player. We just wanted to see if we could mix around with the different apps and stuff since it's an app radio. Anyways, stay tuned for the next part, and I'll show you the wiring of the wiring harness. Peace. Hey guys, how's it going? So today, as you know, we're putting in a deck in this Chevy Express. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your dash, go underneath, and you're going to see this panel, and you're going to see two 10mm bolts. One's going to screw into there, one's going to go over there. Again, I'm going to go them out of here so you can see it. Now on that side, if you look right beside there, if you look, you're going to see another panel there. Go underneath, and the exact same location basically on the other side, you're going to see two 10mm bolts. Take them out, and then you have to pop that panel out. Now, keep in mind, as you can see those gold tabs, there are pop clips. You have to work it out afterwards, so be careful. Once you do that, then all you're going to do is slowly grab around the dash, like so. As you can see my fingers, and you're going to pull forward, so you're going to do that all the way around this whole bezel, okay? So go ahead and do that. All you're going to do, like I said, is after you got those two panels out, there's no more screws, just pull on it and it's going to start to come out. Alright, stay tuned for the next section and I'll have this out and I'll tell you if there's any other crazy things while I was pulling this out. Hey guys, so as you're pulling this out, next thing you're going to have to do as you're pulling the dash out is put your fan into ACC mode, and you have to drop it all the way down as far as it can go, which would be number 1. If you want, you can put that back if you're worried. And of course you can have that annoying chime. Now what you're also going to have to do is now you're going to slowly work this up. You're going to want to be careful because that center brace you do not want to break at the bottom. So watch that center brace as you're slowly working this out. And also you can unplug all these connectors except for the airbag light. You do not want to disconnect that airbag light until you have this completely out. And you turn off the ignition, and then you can unplug it, and then do not turn the ignition back on until you plug that light back in. So if you're going to be testing anything, make sure that you plug that back in because you don't want it to throw any airbag codes. Alright, stay tuned. Hey guys, how's it going? So I worked it out of here. As you can see, there are a lot of connectors. You're going to have one on the top there. Make sure you kind of memorize how they all go. As for the airbag, you don't have to actually disconnect it. What you'll do is when you have it out at this point, you'll see 4 clips. It's gonna get dark for a sec because I'm just grabbing this to pull it to show you. But there are 4 clips you're gonna loosen. See those little hooks? You're gonna push them in, and then it pops forwards, and then you get the 2 little hooks off the bottom, which are those long ones, and you're gonna push them in and then push it out. So say if it's like this, you're going to turn it sideways and then feed it out through the hole. And then you'll feed it out back in once you want it back in. But once you have this out, pull this out of the van. And from there, that's about it. Oh, and this button one. That button one can be tricky. Once you have this pulled out, see that 3rd pin, that middle one that's all by itself? You push that in and then you push the other 2 in and you pop the button out. And then you can disconnect that button once it's pushed forwards and out, and then you can, yeah. So once you get to this, stay tuned. I will show you the wiring portion. For pulling that out, it's very straightforward. You see the 4, I believe those are 7 or 8 mils. You're going to be popping those out, and then that whole part right there is going to pop out. Alright, so do that. Hey guys, so if you see this connector right here, you can see that there's these little red things inside there. You're going to have to get them out. Use a key like that. Get it in there. And you're just gonna get it between and see how it popped up. That's exactly what you're gonna be doing, pulling out these safeties, and then they'll lift right out like so, and then your head unit will come out. There we go. and there you go. Done. I just figured I'd show you that just in case anyone's like, why won't these things squeeze? Well, now you know why. Alright, cool. Stay tuned for the next section.
You have the cable?
Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here. So, as you can see here, we got our wiring mess. So I thought I'd show you the wiring of these Alpine power packs. So, first off, you're going to want to just make sure all these are set right. If you want an HBF, or HPF, sorry, which isn't going to focus in pretty well right now, but this is going to be your adjustments. If you want an HPF, I usually just do this all through the deck. It's much easier so you can change it on the fly. So I would just leave this alone. If you pop it in, you'll see little numbers. Each one of these are numbered, so you know which one to set it to. Now, it's those little tabs, so you poke them up which way. The van I'm doing is only 2-channel, so I've flicked it to 2-channel, and I'm using speaker inputs, not the RCA inputs. So flick it which way accordingly. It's pretty easy, just showing you that quickly. So, other than that, all your speaker wires that go towards the speakers or towards the harness that you bought, the extra harness, which is your vehicle side, will go from here. You'll see a black and a yellow wire. These two need to go to ground and constant power from the car, so that too will go down and over to the connector. Now on this side, you have these 4 wires right here. These 4 go to the deck. So with these 4 wires, you're going to want to cut the RCAs off unless you want to go off the RCA inputs of the deck. It's up to you. If you don't have a set of RCAs, you can just lop those off, and then it's just color coordinated. Yellow black, or not yellow black, white black to white black, and then, you know, white to white, gray to gray, gray black to gray black. Just follow that. And then you'll see the blue white wire, which is going to go to the remote wire. So let's go to the deck harness, which is right here. As you can see, the deck side of the speaker wires goes in this side. So it goes from deck speaker wires into here, and then out of here goes to the harness, which is going to go to the aftermarket harness that you buy that is made for your vehicle specifically. And then of course yellow to yellow, black to black, and just follow the colors. It's all good. This is for Illumination here. I'll check my harness and see. I believe this harness doesn't even have Illumination, but I will double check. And other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. Looks like I have one. I'm going to have to hook up one more ground, but yeah. So now for the TR7. As you can see here, I'm using a Pioneer deck, so I only needed these 4 wires. I have a video on how to wire a TR7. You can always look that up on my channel, and it's really simple. It changes per deck that you buy. It's majorly only changes for if you're hooking up an Alpine. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in wiring a TR7. And as for just wiring this Chime module up, it's super simple. Like I said, just follow the colors. Yellow to yellow, black to black, and then speaker wires it's all the same stuff. And then that TR7, if you're wondering what it is, it's a parking brake bypass. I usually put these in not so drivers can watch while they're driving, because that's just retarded. It's for a lot of times if drivers are putting DVDs on, they're for their kids, so you want to still be able to use that screen. So it's a really good idea if you have a kid to pick up a TR7, so that way they can watch the movie while you're driving. Okay, so that's basically the wiring of the harness. Next part that I'm going to be doing is putting this in the vehicle and testing it, so stay tuned for that. Exactly. Hey guys, how's it going? So I thought I'd quickly show you how I'm running the Bluetooth mic and the GPS antenna. So you have your Bluetooth mic right here. It's really easy. If you grab usually this portion, you can pull on it, or if you use your finger or panel popper, you can tuck it in along here and then hide it along the weather stripping all the way down to the dash, and then just find a nice clean path that goes to here. Whatever you do, do not put it near sharp sheet metal, because you do not want it to cut through there. Like, take a path back behind here and back up and around. That's probably your best bet, and then zap strap it or tape it. Do little lengths of tape all the way up. You don't want to go near sheet metal, because if it cuts the Bluetooth antenna, then you get the fun adventure of trying to find another one, which sucks. And then the GPS antenna, if you take a look here, mine came with a magnet pad. So first I stuck down the magnet pad, put our antenna here, and then tuck the wire all the way up and through here, so these two wires can take the same path over to here. All right, so if you're doing this, get that portion done, and then you can of course assemble this portion. So once you have that going on, as you can see, I have the two forks. I line them up right here, and how I got that measurement is I took our front piece and I went like this. You put the front piece on the front, and then you try to make it flush, or as flush as you can. And then on the sides, when you get it, see where you have it flush, you throw 3 screws in on each side, and you're ready to go. So do that, and don't forget to run your USB wire. The cool thing with Chevy Express is this is all empty under here, or well, it's a clean drop. So just drop your USBs or auxiliary or whatever other cable right here. Now see that big pouch in there? That's of course where I'm going to be putting the Alpine power pack. It's convenient to have that right there, because now you can put your pack modules and everything. If you're worried about rattle, don't forget, get yourself some double-sided sticky tape so you can stick it in there. And if you have some foam, surround it with a bit of foam. All right, stay tuned. I'm gonna have this all kind of ghetto rigged so I can show you the deck working. Hey guys, how's it going? Ghosty Rich here. So, before you do this next part, what you're going to want to do is, before you get the dash on, make sure that everything works. Make sure when you press eject, the screen comes out and the screen goes back in. Just make sure you check everything. It worked for me. I'm just saying, I forgot and I totally checked at the last second and said, should probably bring that up with you guys. So, once you do that, as you can see, I still have to pop one of the buttons back in. But don't bother plugging anything in. Just make sure that this is your airbag thing. You slip it through so that way you aren't trying to fish it out through the dash. You can reach all the plugs very easily. So what you're going to do is you're going to first work the bottom of the dash back in. And then after you work the bottom of the dash back in, you want to get it past the key holster and just a little bit past the shifter right here. And once you do, then you'll put the key in, put it on, shift it down low, and then put it in the rest of the way. If you don't, what'll end up happening is you'll get binding on the key and you don't want to break the center part again. And if you're pulling this out, and again, it was kind of dark the last portion, now you can kind of see. When you're working this out, it's just, yeah, you want to work on that. And then of course, as you know, all this is pop clips, and if you're taking this apart, there's just the 2 bolts under each side, 10 mils here, 2 10 mils on that side. All right, so I mean, that's basically all I'm going to really show you. I'll quickly do this, show you that it actually woke up for me and did everything. And it's actually really cool, you know. These app radios are kind of neat. We plugged in the phone, downloaded the apps, all works fine. Of course, some of them you're gonna have to pay for, and you got mixed tracks and everything now. But I love the interface. Like, everything is so clean here. And that Alpine power pack sounds awesome with these Hertz speakers. If you want to see me doing the Hertz speakers, be sure to click on the link, and the link will bring you to the speakers, and I'll put that right here, so that way you can go check that out if you're going to be switching your speakers out. Alright, so I hope this helped you out, and thanks again for watching. Have a great day.